everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new documentary just dropped on Netflix. It's called Bad Influence, The Dark Side of Kid Influencing. This brand new documentary series just dropped on Netflix, and in this documentary you see this YouTube star. Her name is Piper Rockelle. Like, she's from this show called Piper Rockelle's World, and this documentary explored her relationship with her manager mother, Tiffany Smith. This documentary really starts with this chilling story about this kid influencer and her mom, how they were exploiting her fandom, and later on she was found in connection with the basically I don't know if I'm allowed to say this word on my review. So basically she was found to be in connection with kids stuff online, and very chilling, honestly. When you watch this documentary, it just absolutely heartbreaking end of it. You just realize these parents, they're just abusing their kids for the clicks and money. But this documentary case, it really goes extra length. Whoa, some of this behind the scene is watching it make me sick, honestly. Really makes me sick. How are these kids are doing this? Even it starts, they're wearing all this makeup, they're just kids. That is why I personally do not support when kids wear all this makeup and this revealing clothes. It's really bad news. But these people, they're going online and they're doing that from front of the random weirdo stranger. That means that this documentary touch base on, there is one mom, she was found guilty of accusing her kids. I remember this case, it was a big deal, She was just abusing her kids. She was so strict and she was not feeding them and everything. Back then, I remember when that news came out, everybody was cursing her and people were shocked. But end of the day, you have to remember, these are people on YouTube. They're making like 500,000 or something per month. Of course, they will go extra length to abuse their kids to get pay and everything. I remember even watching that mom who YouTube, that family she has. So many kids family, they have YouTube channels. So yeah, these are honestly, people do like watching them because I think from the audience perspective, they like watching real life parents, how they're parenting their kid and everything. Sometimes, people, it's human nature. You think oh, I will be learning something new from this mom who is so strict. But in reality, she was just starving her kids. So even watching this documentary really puts audience in such an uncomfortable situation. As the audience, you really feel sick to your stomach watching it. That being said, if I'm being honest here, this documentary though, it really brings this serious subject matter that she was being investigated in the court in California. But this documentary, unfortunately, it doesn't show you that much about the case, I suppose, which was a little disappointing for me, because I was like, whoa, let's see, because I have seen this kind of kid influencer and everything. So I personally, I do not like influencer, because they're always full of themselves. They're not real, but people look up to them. So I understand, who am I to say anything? So personally, I thought overall this documentary, now I have to review it. So from the review and my documentary watching perspective, this is kind of like a reality show style. All the other parents and these people who are involved in the case, they're coming and telling you stuff, and often I felt like it took me away from the story I was watching. But I understand these people are involved in this. Overall, I thought this documentary brought anything new? No, they didn't brought anything new. Story itself is really surface level, honestly. That's why I personally didn't thought it was very, I guess that's how it played out. So it's not their fault, I guess, end of the day. But I personally thought it was just okay for me. I didn't learn anything new. I guess I did learn this teenager, how they were abused. They're not even teenager, I think. How old were they? I guess overall this documentary is a surface level documentary, which is a lot of people will like. But if you don't know anything about this kind of kid influencer, what goes behind the door, I think you will find it entertaining. But if you know about this stuff, which who doesn't these days, right? As I said, that YouTube mom, her case came out, everybody knows. So for that perspective, this is really surface level documentary. That's what I thought personally. I didn't thought that was very good, but it's not bad either. I think it is bringing all this information for the audience. But overall, I thought it was just okay. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this documentary series? If you enjoyed this review, don't watch other reviews on other documentary series. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.